So, hi guys, I'm currently standing outside B&H Photo in New York City. Today's video is going to be about what's in my bag for travel. I've got an upcoming 5.5 to 6,000 mile road trip coming up in America, and this is what I'm going to be taking with me in my bag for this trip. Alright, so as I just mentioned, I have an upcoming trip across the USA. I'll be starting in New York City, going up and down, on and off the Route 66 across over to LA. It's going to be a 7-week trip in total. I need to travel as light as possible while still maintaining good quality. I'm not going to bother showing the small bits like battery chargers, microfiber cloths, those things are obvious. So onto the gear. I'll be bringing this 4x5 view camera, which I recently did a video on, which should be linked above. It's quite large and bulky, but I think for what it's going to give me, like the perspective changes, it's worth carrying around for 7 weeks. I do have 3 lenses now for the 4x5 camera, so it makes sense for me to bring it. I'll also be bringing the FUJIFILM GFX with the 32 to 64 lens. It's a very big lens and heavy lens, but I think again for the quick shots, if I'm just going out walking around and when I don't want to bring the 4x5, it's well worth bringing that lens as well. So that's the 32 to 64 f4. So I'll also be bringing this PRIOLITE MBX 500 Ultra, which you guys can see the video of this now. That's going to give me 500 watts of power. In here is a timber bag. This is got my 4x5 camera lenses inside. So in here I have a LINHOFF 135 and 235mm 5.6 lens mounted on a Copal Zero board. This is actually 2 lenses in one here. So if you unscrew the front element, it reveals a 235mm lens. So that's definitely coming with me. Here I have a 90mm SCHNEIDER lens. This is an f8 lens. That's definitely coming with me for my wide angle shots. They call a 90mm wide angle, which is about a 30mm equivalent. They'll all be coming in this little small timber, I think it's a version 9 bag. It's got pockets on the front, the side and the back. In here is my another timber bag, number 9. This is holding my DJI MAVIC Pro. I did have the DJI MAVIC Pro case, but I find these timber bags to be a lot better. I've got batteries inside. It holds everything, 3 batteries in there, so that's definitely coming with me. Data wise, so I've recently just got this. This is a lacy, I think 1TB hard drive, spinning hard drive, but it's a Thunderbolt connection hard drive. What I'm going to be doing is I've actually recently just bought the Samsung 850 Pro hard drive. So what I'm going to do, this is an SSD, so what I'm going to be doing is putting this inside the lacy Thunderbolt hard drive. So I'll be removing the spinning hard drive. You actually get the bottleneck effect. So even though the disk is spinning, there's a limited amount of speed that the actual data can be put onto the actual hard drive. So the SSD is obviously a lot faster. So this SSD will be going inside this Thunderbolt connection. So it gives me a Thunderbolt connection and SSD performance. So I'll probably be doing a video on that very soon. I've also recently just got these LEXAR professional SD cards. This is the 300MB version. Finding them very fast, even for the GFX. It just reads and writes so much faster. But they're mainly going in for video into the GH5. Up next is my SEKONIC 858 light meter. I love this light meter right now. It's kind of made my 758 obsolete right now because it also does video settings inside it. So whenever you get to a new location and you want to know the exposure for video, it has different frame rates inside. Everything you could possibly, even shutter angle if you need that information. So that's definitely coming with me 100%. Right now this is a Rode Video Mic Pro. It takes a 9V battery. I do have the smaller, the plug and play one without the battery, but I find this one to be a little bit better quality, a bit more depth in the sound, so this one will be coming with me 100%. Up next is my color checker passport. I carry this thing everywhere I go just because I'm under so many different lighting conditions. It's just easy just to whip it out, take a photo, and then you've got a reference point for color, for white balance later on in post. Up next is my battery case. This is a 18,000 milliamp charger, so it's already been put, obviously, a 18,000 milliamp charger. It can charge my phone 3 or 4 times. Anything, I think it kicks out about 5 volts, so that's definitely coming with me. And then I've just got plenty of spare batteries for the GH5, for my lights and GFX, but I just keep them all in this case so I know where all my batteries are, because I always lose them. Up next is my filter kit. So I currently use Lee filters. I did try out, as I mentioned before in previous video, I did try out cheaper versions, but I find that Lee has the less color cast. There's no color cast on Lee filters, so this kit will be definitely coming with me. It's the foundation kit, a selection of soft grads, medium grads, hard grads, ND filters, and then I've also got the 10 stopper and the 15 stopper, super stopper. So as I mentioned before, I will be bringing 2 tripods. I'll be bringing a really right stuff TQC 14 travel tripod, and then a Benro carbon fiber tripod. Also, I'll be bringing the Panasonic GH5 for doing the video work. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. This touches on just the basic gear I'll be bringing for the photography part and the video part. I haven't even touched on the hiking gear stuff, so this is literally just the basic gear I'll be taking with me for 7 weeks. I may end up doing a more in-depth look at all of the gear that I'll be bringing with me, but I need to try and stay under 20k. But yeah, so let's see how this all pans out over the next few weeks. While I remember, big shout out to all my new subscribers. I will be uploading this footage on a weekly basis, so be sure to come back and check that out. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.